What's up guys, Peter here from Reviews on Anything. Now, as some of you might or might not know, in my professional life I'm actually a personal trainer. That means that I use stopwatches and timers all the time in order to train people, to set benchmarks and to measure performance. And in the past I've always done this with an app on my phone or the built-in stopwatch. But it's not really that practical. Your screen times out, you're interrupted by notifications all the time, it's not that visible in bright sunlight. Plus you have to carry your phone around with you all the time, and in my case I have a Sony Xperia Ultra, which is very large, so it's not that practical. Now I started looking into other solutions, and today we're having a look at an interval timer by a company called SKLZ. More specifically, this is the DRLZ interval timer. It's very analog, very rugged and very simple. It only serves one purpose, and that's interval timing. If it's better than the phone and an app, let's have a look at it. So here we are, the DRLZ interval timer by a company called SKLZ. It really is what it says on the tin. It is an interval timer, and that is all that it is. There's no stopwatch function, there's no clock function or whatever, it is just an interval timer. We'll start with a quick tour around the device. As you can see, it's quite small. It's pretty much the size, if you're old enough to remember what a pager was. It's pretty much that kind of size. Main display. Big start-stop button, a button to put in the number of sets, two sliders, one for the rest period and one for the actual duration of the set. Here on the side we have the power button and the vibrate on-off button. There's a clip in the back, and down here is the little battery cover, two AAA batteries powering this, and judging by the old school display, that'll probably last you for quite a while, depending if you use the vibrate function a lot or not. Nothing on this side, nothing on the top, nothing on the bottom, really. Now we'll start by turning it on. Pay attention here. Yeah, it does that every time you turn it on. I don't know why. I don't know if that's necessary or not. It's just beyond me, but it does that. You're greeted with the display, no backlight, no nothing, so this is yeah, to be used during the day or in a situation where there is light, imagine a gym. You're greeted with the display with the standard setting, 1 minute duration of the set. The rest period I have it set here on 30 seconds. You can go to 60 seconds, 90 seconds and 120 seconds. And obviously you can take the set to from 1 minute to 90 seconds to 1 minute to 2 minutes, 120 seconds. The display is pretty straightforward. This is the time left to go. Up here is the number of rounds that you can adjust by pressing how many rounds you want. It goes up to 10, and that's it. So you can do 10 rounds or less, and that's all there's to it. Once you've selected that, you can set obviously the sliders on the time you want. If I go beyond, it's 1:30, it's 2 minutes, and then it's just a matter of hitting the start button and it starts counting down. That is all there is to it. That is the only thing it does. Once this will reach, counts down to 0, it'll beep, and then the rest period starts, it'll beep again, and the next set will start, and so on. That's it. That's all it does. There's nothing more, there's nothing less. This is what it's for. Let's stop that there. And you can reset it by pressing the sets button again. Obviously, the benefit of this is it's, you know, you clip this on your belt, clip this on your shirt, whatever. You have your timer there, it beeps if you want, it vibrates. So you know what to do, when to do it, nice and easy. Obvious downsides are the limited amount of settings. You know, if you want to do a 3-minute set, it's not going to work. If you want to do a 40-second rest period, won't work. So you're stuck with these settings, which, you know, is sufficient for most high-intensity interval things. But for example, a simple boxing round of 3 minutes, not going to happen. So you're quite limited by what it is. But that said, what it has to do, it does superbly. So that's, yeah, definitely a good thing. It comes with one accessory. The batteries are included, by the way, so that's a good thing to note. That is a belt. And I can tell you, let's turn it off, by the way. I can tell you right away, this belt, strap, loop, whatever you want to call it, is garbage. It's definitely an afterthought. You can see that it has a little extra loop here where you can put the clip through, which we'll do. And then with a little Velcro and a buckle, it is not stretchy whatsoever. You can put it, I suppose, around your arm, for example, and then it'll sit like this. But you can imagine, as you are doing exercise, this flops about, you're unable to read what you're doing, and it's a complete disaster. Not to mention that this will, well, it doesn't come out that easily, but it'll flop out, and at some point it'll let go. It's, yeah, you're not buying it for this. So throw the strap away. This is garbage. Verdict on the DRLZ timer by SKLZ. If you don't do sets longer than 2 minutes, and if you want to have as little choices as possible, this is the way to go. I find it nice and easy for my clients that I train. You know, it gives a relatively civilized beep. There's no alarm or whatever. It's just beep beep, so that's great. Most of the clients that I train are not, you know, super advanced that they need many different things. So it's the amount of options you have here are on the one hand limiting, but on the one hand it keeps things, on the other hand it keeps things simple and clean, and it all comes in a neat package. You know, it looks good. It's rough. It's rugged. You can drop this. You can throw this, and it'll probably still keep working. So all in all, I think it's a nice product, and for 20 euros and a little bit, you know, it's not too bad. It's a good thing to have in my line of work. This was Peter from Reviews on Anything. Hope you guys enjoyed this quick little view of the DRLZ timer, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Cheers!